Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, stories from the 78 from a new bakery here in the North Mayfair area. It's called Umaga Bakehouse. It's a modern take on a traditional Filipino bakery. They still have all the traditional things, but a little modern flair. It's a husband and wife duo that met at a bakery years ago. The husband from the Philippines, the wife from California met at a bakery, and now they put roots right here in Chicago. Their new place opening up this Saturday. We're going to talk to Kissel now for this story from the 78. All right, we're just days away here in North Mayfair from the opening of Umaga, and I'm here with my friend Kissel. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy opening week.
Yes.
We are here.
We are getting ready.
And this is what I imagine months, if not years, preparation for something like this to open up on your own with you and your husband here.
Yes, it's actually months. I wouldn't say a last minute decision, but it was a very just go and do it kind of decision.
And this is something that has been in both of your families, going all the way back to the Philippines for your husband, you and your family out in California, right?
Yes. So when we were younger, coincidentally, we grew up in a bakery, either where my husband was just when he was a little boy at their home. Mine was I was in third grade and my parents opened up their own little Filipino bakery and I grew up in that. And I used to play there just because we didn't have a babysitter. So we were just playing around, my sister and I. We'd make tents in the corner of the store just because, we were still kids.
Sure.
So instead of just sitting there and doing nothing, we made it a playground of our own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you've taken all that knowledge between your husband, you, and your experiences.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet, first of all?
We actually met working at a bakery.
Did you really?
Yeah, so we were working together probably a good 4 or 5 years. Didn't start talking till towards the end. We started dating and then thankfully we actually got an opportunity to move to Chicago for that company and to manage another bakery. And then that's why we're in Chicago. And then from there, we had our daughter, we got married, and I think that's why we fell in love with Chicago. We wanted to raise our family here, and that's why Umaga is here now.
Yeah, Chicago will do that to you. People
Yes.
always want to ignore the city in the middle of the country because you got the two coasts, but then when you come here, you're like, oh wow, this is a pretty amazing place. Speaking from
Yes.
experience, I love it here too. But what is Umaga? How is it different from a traditional Filipino bakery? Because this is a little bit more of a modern take, right?
Yes, we definitely wanted to give a modern take to that Filipino bakery, but we still want to keep a tradition. We want everyone to still feel as if they were visiting the Philippines or if they were born in the Philippines, we want to take them back home, but on a modern take. Coming in where Umaga it means morning in Tagalog. So coming in with the refreshing start of the day, hot bread, fresh bread, and then just having a lot of options more than that typical little bakery.
Right, and this is some of the bread right here, right?
Yeah.
You can hold it up to the camera because I think it would be fun for you to show
yeah.
it up there. So, but that's some of the bread that you talk about for the fresh bread in the morning, right?
Yes, so one of them would be pandesal that we're going to have fresh coming out throughout the day, as you can kind of see right there on the rack.
That's
Yes.
back over there, okay.
So that one, you're going to smell it when you come in. It's going to hit you in the face where it's just oh my gosh. So getting that brown bag of hot pandesal, you'll be getting that. Even if it's even if you don't catch it hot, it'll be coming out within the next 10, 15 minutes, another rack of hot bread.
And is that what this is?
No, it's actually a dinner roll. So
a
it's our
dinner
version of dinner roll. And then these have fillings inside where it's ube. I have more ube here. So we're going to have a bunch of stuff we're going to have savory stuff. And then also, again, ube, which is the traditional Filipino sweet bread that we have here.
Yeah, so because I don't know, I mean, Chicago's got a lot of bakeries, but
Yes.
not a lot of Filipino bakeries from what I can
Yes.
gather. There's a lot of Mexican bakeries, Polish and Eastern European and stuff like that. So the big difference, I would imagine, is just the taste profile, and you said a lot of sweet and savory together.
Yes, so taste profile, that also, but also the way we make our bread as well. So the way we make our bread is just a lot of work goes into it compared to if we were to compare it to French bread, it's very detailed, and ours is just more hands-on, just kneading that dough until it's ready to go, twirling it or whatever, to like that perfect, just like fullness of goodness, I guess, from our family recipes.
And some of that family recipe is happening right now in the back. Your
Yes.
husband and your dad are back there?
My husband, my dad, and then one of our bakers are back there.
Yeah, and so and that is that family. I mean, because family recipes are great, but when you have family recipes made by family,
Yes.
you know, there's that little extra bit of zhuzh, I guess.
There
in
is, yes, for sure. And like, you know, everyone has their own take too. You know, especially my husband and my dad, you know, they're coming from different provinces from the Philippines. So for both of them to put their take in it, it's definitely, I wouldn't say a fusion, but just definitely like a greater flavor coming out.
Right,
you
and
know?
that's what gives you your distinctive flavor that people will come to love up here in North Mayfair.
Yes.
With the opening on Saturday, you have a couple
Yes.
of fun promo items. You have like the orange ticket and other things. What are
Yes,
those?
so we will be hiding orange tickets in random breads, and then if you get one of those orange tickets, there's going to be like free gift cards and prizes that would come with that. So we're excited.
So for folks who are, you know, will make their way up this way, what are your hours going to be like when you open up? You're right in this big parking, or this big
yes.
area where the Target, there's a burger place down. You got everything you need in this little area. In the big grocery store,
Yes.
the Asian grocery store,
Yeah.
seafood.
Seafood City.
Yeah, Seafood City.
Yeah, and we're right off the highway. So, I mean, if you're going home or going to work, we're right there.
Right, yeah.
To grab your hot bread. So,
What are the hours?
oh, it's going to be 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday will be 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And can people order online ahead of time, or does it all come up here and order right here?
Grand opening week, it's order here, but we're going to for sure have online ordering within the
Ooh.
next few weeks.
Okay, and what's that website when that's up and running and ready to go?
UmagaBakehouse.com.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, Kissel, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
congratulations to you and your husband and your family.
Yes.
I got to imagine they're really proud to have both their kids start something of their own
Yes.
and plant the roots here in Chicago.
Yes, they're excited too. So we're glad that we have their support and backing us up with this.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, congratulations and happy April 20th to you guys as your big opening day.
Thank you.
All right, that is the story from the 78 here in North Mayfair. TomBarneyChicago@gmail.com. If you have a story from the 78 suggestion, head over to the website storiesfromthe78.com. April 20th, that is this Saturday, opening up right at 10.